Hi guys! Okay, so we're here to talk about organization, and need to remind you, let me stop you before we get started. This is just what I do and a couple of the other beauty guides do. It's not something that you specifically need to follow. Maybe there's a couple of things you like, maybe there's some things you don't like. It just works however you can fit to it, okay? And how your schedule can go around it. First thing I want to say is I always have a agenda, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, you should definitely get an agenda that has the full month. So I'm going to show you here. I always get the agenda. I'm showing you something that doesn't have all the craziness on it. Get an agenda that has the entire month. This is the month of June. The only thing I have is Destination Amazing in the city. How exciting. Can't wait to go. But have the entire month, and what you can do on this is just almost like your rough draft. It's like simply just your planner. Okay, one-on-one here. Okay, family photos here. This, that, you know, so on and so forth. Keep yourself organized. Keep this near and dear to you wherever you go, because you never know who's going to want to schedule something. Okay, so almost like use the full calendar part as like a rough draft to kind of figure out what you're doing, okay? Then I highly suggest getting a agenda that breaks it down into individual days, okay? So my agenda breaks it down into individual days, and what's really nice is it breaks it down into hours, okay? So until I made myself a schedule, and I worked with my schedule almost every single day for the past couple months, I was utilizing this, and I was actually physically saying, okay, I'm going to work on this for a half hour, I'm going to work on this for a half hour, so on and so forth. That was really, really nice, and now I don't physically need to do that because it's almost like kind of intertwined in my brain. But until you get into that routine, you're going to want to utilize that, okay? So next thing about this, there is going to be a little kind of pictures down below. It's going to say what rank you are and how much time you should be spending on each thing, okay? So if you're a Star Beauty Guide and it says you should only do 50% this and 50% that, I want you in the beginning to start tracking and continuously keep tracking when you get to each rank for like, while you're that rank for like a month, track it for a month. And the reason I say that is because now you can see what you've spent time on, what you haven't spent time on, and maybe there's the missing piece and missing puzzle piece that you need to put together in order to make yourself fully successful to move up to the next step, okay? A little bonus tip for your agenda, which I do, is I'm kind of a little freak, so I color coordinate things. I used to use sticky notes, but things got a little bit crazy, so now I'm color coordinating things with pens. So I have my teams that I specifically, and my leaders and my legs and so on and so forth, that I want to specifically talk to throughout the month and when I'm going to talk to them, okay? So I will physically pencil them in because that is their time to talk, okay? And for me to talk to them and so on and so forth. And not saying like they can't come ask me a question, but that's when we're gonna like reflect on the beginning of the month, reflect on the end of the month, wherever we are in the month, that's where we're gonna reflect, kind of come up with a new game plan, see if we need to relaunch someone, see if we need to run events, so on and so forth, okay? So utilize the agenda every way possible. It's going to help you. You're gonna love it, okay? The next thing I want to talk about is going to be the customer binder. So I have a 3-ring binder. I don't know if you can see here. I carry this in my agenda around with me everywhere I go. People probably think I'm like crazy. What's really nice is I like stick my business cards right in this little thing. Pop them out, whatever, okay? Well, I'm going to tell you a couple things why this is good after this little tip. Take a sticky note if you're a sticky note person, and I physically write down what lives I'm going to do that week, and I just slap it on there, okay? Perfect, cute, works perfect. Okay, so customer binder. The front of my customer binder has, I have like important documents that I keep with myself. So this little file sheet that you guys probably have already filed, that's going to be right in the front of my customer binder, in case I need to reference it or in case I need to photocopy it really quick, send it to someone, so on and so forth. The next thing that is in my customer binder is actually the daily action list. And why this is in there is because what I was doing was I physically copied this. I think I did 60 of them, and I stuck to this for 60 days, okay? Now, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm wasting a lot of paper, so on and so forth. You can actually take this and get it laminated, and take like a dry erase marker and, you know, do whatever. Once you do this for a while, it's going to become a routine in your life. You're not going to need this list anymore. But like I said, it's just like riding a bike. You don't just get up, ride a bike with no training wheels. You use the training wheels till you feel comfortable to take them off, okay? Utilize this daily action list. It's going to help you a lot. Okay, so now we're going to get into, and I have a couple of those papers. Now we're going to get into the customer binder sheet here, okay? So I have alphabetized, I have all of my customers here, and, you know, like so on and so forth. What's nice about this is on Follow-Up Friday, I can scroll through and say, okay, she just ordered, okay. Let me find one here. Okay, so the last time she ordered her foundation was 4 months ago. So she doesn't use it every single day, but she's probably coming up on it. I'm placing a bulk order tonight. I'm going to message her and say, hey, you know, I'm placing a bulk order. I didn't know if you wanted to get in. Since you're a local lady, you can get in on my bulk order. Simply just put it in for you. I can deliver it to you. Boom, simple, done. Another thing you can do is on Follow-Up Friday, every Friday, this is a little tip, every single Friday, you should be doing Follow-Up Friday. What you can do is just simply scroll through your thing, and like I said, oh, you know what, this girl needs foundation soon. Hey, do you want me to give you the link? You know, I have a party open, or maybe I'm running Mystery Hostess right now for my VIPs, or, you know, I'm doing a bulk order, so on and so forth. Follow-Up Friday, flip through these, see what you have going on. And the reason, if you don't have a customer binder, that you're probably missing out on sales, or you're a little bit lower in sales, is because you don't know when your customers are running out of things. I have one specific customer that I always follow up on her stuff, and she said, if you did not do that, I wouldn't remember to order it. I seriously wouldn't remember to order it. So thank you for doing that. People, it's not being jumped down their throat. It's not being salesy. It's not being annoying. They really, really appreciate it. Okay. So now let's go to the customer binder sheet really quick, and then I'm going to let you guys go. So the customer binder sheet is down below, and actually Jamie Gilroy, my Aunt Jamie, who's on the team, also made this. Super easy. Like, you're gonna love this. Like I said, you don't have to use the one that we made or that she made. You can use whatever one you want, okay? So what we're gonna do, date, what they ordered, okay? Thank you cards. Every like 3, I'll send a sample that they haven't had. So I don't know if this is backwards for you guys, but for example, her second time, I gave her skin polish. I followed up with her after I knew her thank you card got there. You know, the mail takes like 3 or 4 days. She absolutely loved it. So I was like, boom, there we go. Let's keep that in our mind, okay? And I keep it on the list. Then she referred a friend. So I was like, okay, perfect, thank you. So I sent her another thing. So after she did this, look what she ordered. She ordered the skin polish. You know, this after 2 times of me sending something to her, boom, she ordered the skin polish right immediately after it. Then I sent her Must Do the second time, boom, she bought Must Do. Okay? Utilize this as much as you can, okay? This is going to be your little money maker. It's going to be your best friend. Your customers are going to love you. And yes, so if you have any questions, like I said, you do not have to organize the way that I organize, the way others organize. This is just a good way to get yourself, like I said, practicing. Practice makes perfect. The more you practice, the more natural things are going to come to you. Same with posting. The more you utilize yourself with posting, it's just going to become natural, and you're just going to do it, and you're not even going to have to think about it anymore, and the job's going to be a lot easier for you guys. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask any of us, and please reference the things down below because they will help you a ton. Thank you.